Okay, hi again everyone. Here we are on page 4 of our statistics class notes. So in page 4 we're starting section 1.3, organizing categorical data. Why do we need to organize data? So the raw data, whenever we get data as it's collected, it can be, not always, but it can be very messy. It can be hard to read and understand. And most importantly, it can be difficult to see patterns. Why is that most important? Because organizing data helps us to see those patterns, and that's what we need to do as statisticians or as citizens learning, trying to understand statistics, is we need to be able to see the patterns. But it's not always an easy task. One way we organize data is what's called a two-way table. Okay, we're going to use and discuss this much more later, but basically it's a common way to organize categorical data. It displays results from two potentially related variables, and it shows various combinations of those variables. Okay, so I could be looking at a two-way table here of sport versus injuries, but I don't really want to talk about two-way tables much more. We're going to get to that in later chapters. I just wanted you to know that that's upcoming. Okay, so incomplete data. This is an important example as far as understanding that you need data and you need good data to make good decisions. So we have to be careful. Even when data looks complete, crucial information may be missing. As an example of that, this is actually taken right out of your textbook on page 13. But if I just gave you this information in this table, what would you say the sport listed here, which one would be the most dangerous? So if you looked at this, now first of all, maybe even the words what's the most dangerous might mean something different to many different people. So we have to be careful about how we even ask our questions. But it looks like they're trying to say, hey, whatever has the most amount of injuries seems to be the most dangerous. And it looks like, okay, it's close between basketball and football, but basketball has about 501,000 injuries a year and football has almost 50,000 less, right? 451,000. So it seems like basketball is more dangerous. Again, that's the injuries. A lot of things we don't know, right? But probably just looking at this, I would say basketball because that's all the information I have. But are we missing important information? Absolutely. Yes, we are. Some of the other key info that really could be helpful in determining the most dangerous sport would be the total number of players in each sport, what the rate or percentage of injuries is for each sport. So instead of getting that table, I gave you this table. So when comparing, we're on page 5 now, when comparing groups, rates or percentages are often better for comparisons. So just because there was 50,000 less injuries in football, I would probably say there's a lot less people playing football. Is that true? Looks like in basketball we got 24,400,000 participants, and football only 8,900,000. So when the injuries are pretty close and you have that many more basketball players, it seems like football is going to be, quote, more dangerous. And again, if we're looking at most dangerous in terms of injuries, we should look at it in terms of percentage of injuries or rate of injury per so many participants. In this case, this table gives 1,000 participants. Here you can clearly see that the percentage of participants injured is about 5% in football, whereas in basketball it's only about 2%. So in that sense, football is most dangerous.